Okay, we are back. I had some downtime, so I decided to come back here and just say a few things. So let's just get into the message, okay? So right now, we understand that we on a new cycle. And I'm not sure why, but your adversary is trying to get you back into that old cycle and get you back into these old things. How do we know? Um, because of the text. It's very old. It's old to what to where it's no effect. And they try to catch you off guard, to try to confuse you, to try to get you to believe like the Most High did not uh, exalt you into this new cycle that we're in right now. And I just start cracking up when the adversary and the folks that he is using through his spirit were trying to do those things last night. I couldn't understand why was I laughing. Like I'm telling you, like as you go into spiritual warfare, you're in battle, so you in that mode. But I kept laughing as I was, raging spiritual warfare, because if you come at me, I'm gonna got back at you. It's only but common sense, right? And I just kept giggling and I couldn't stop. But I was mad at the same time because I'm trying to figure out, man, I already overcame all this, man. There should be no reason why these, op folks, low vibrational parasites have this access of whatever that they're trying to do. I'm just confused by it. But me personally, y'all already know I'm going to get into that mode and I'm going to do what I need to do to protect my era. So the first thing that I noticed what the op was doing was when I took my dog out and I started walking around the block area, and there was like this Muslim, man. I'm not sure if he was Arab. I'm not sure, but I believe they're a part of the Muslim. So he was just had like this cardboard box, like ripped cardboard, and he was doing like some seances when I was walking. And he had red on, y'all know, like they color coded, and trying to get you to see some trajectory that they're trying to project, within your mindset of what they're doing. And me personally, I'm just like minding my own business. Like I told you guys, I'm always doing. I'm in the whole reality of my own. I'm not too much, outside of myself. I'm always like in a bubble, doing my thing, which I always do. So I'm seeing this man and I'm crossing the street. I'm just crossing the street. I'm like, let me get away from this man because, I can already sense the negative energy, and it doesn't seem right, because every Muslim that I have known, they have what do you call that? They have like the building that they go to and they do their prayers and things privately. They don't do it out in the middle of the sidewalk. I never seen a Muslim, pray or, do things that is like they were taught to do privately, like in a building, so that was already weird to me. But I can already sense that he was trying to, the adversary was using his spirit on that man to project negative energy towards me. So I was like, okay, here we go again with this. And then as we were walking, I looked back and I seen like a Muslim man. He was running, like I guess supposedly working out, but the working attire wasn't working attire. It wasn't given that you were a person that does exercise on the daily. It wasn't given that. So I already was like, okay, so basically they're using the Muslim, their spirit within whatever religion that, they worship to try to get at me. And I was just laughing. Once again, I'm laughing, and I'm like literally talking to the Most High, like, okay, I'm not even going to get into a delusion and not expect that there's an entity that they're sending towards me to try to, I guess, pump some type of fear in me, because we already went to this rodeo before. It's so many different gods that other people serve that they were sending towards me, and it was just battle after battle, battle after battle. And it's just like, you're not understand, like no one can overpower the most highest power. Like within me, that's what's backing me up. Like I always say, I'm not my own. You know, I've been saying that for I don't know how long. I'm never my own. I got ancestors. I got, higher powers that I am plugged into, a higher source that I depend on and rely on. And they always seem to, fall into this cycle and do these things. So that's why I was laughing. I was like, man. But then again, I was like, okay, I already had exalted and over crossed, all of this, like, what are we doing? So that's why I was laughing, like, okay, here we go with this again, and what I got out of it was basically the adversary, he was trying to confuse a lot of God's people on where we at this time. But if you know, because it just don't even feel the same. It feels those lessons and what you had to go through to get empowered by these battles you already had got. Like whatever that you need to get out of going through it with these, entities, you already got. Like, it don't take much for you to throw down your rod and it just be over. And it was a quick little spiritual warfare last night. It didn't take long. It was just a certain prayer that I had to tap into that was very aggressive, because now you got to start getting aggressive with this dark spirit. You got to start getting aggressive. So you got to turn on a aggressive, powerful frequency, and you are a what do you call that? You are a alchemist. Like, how it was stated as ultimate prime, like in the Transformers, you're like a alchemist, meaning that whatever that you take in, you basically use your era, your frequency, your spirit within that thing that you're taking in, and you're combating that against whatever that you're facing. That's very, very, very powerful. And it's very, very scary. It's something that you don't like to do. But again, it's what you have to do. So I literally have to do that. It was not something that I like to do. Like, once again, I mind my own business. I always mind, every children of God mind our own business. That's what we love to do. We love to be left alone in our own little world. That's what we love to do. We enjoy it. Some people look at it as a punishment. We love it. We don't have to deal with a lot of spirits. We don't have to deal with a lot of people that are going to affect our energy through their unhealed spirits that surrounds them. We love everybody, I'm pretty sure. I know I do. I have no hate in my body for nobody. It's just certain spirits and people, they always want to combat against the light spirit, because they got so much darkness in them that they have not healed yet. That's why we don't stay in large crowds. We don't be around a lot of people, not because of we just love to be loners or we're introverts. No, I'm a very social butterfly. But it's just a lot of people that's not healed. A lot of dark spirits in them is going to want to combat against me. It happens numerous of times. I go through this every day. I mean, folks that I don't even know of. I go to a place and I can feel them. Like, I can feel what they have not healed. And I don't look at it as being like personal. It's just something that's going to happen when they have these unclean spirits in them that they have not healed. It's going to happen. They're going to sense a light pure spirit person, and they're going to want to try to do something to combat and battle against that. Because light and dark, it already said in the Bible that they will always be rivalries. Light and dark will never mix. They will never get along. And folks can only hide for so long. But their spirit is always going to tell, what they of. That's why I tell people to cleanse themselves, deliver, start getting to deliver ministries so you can get delivered from them unclean spirits that's attached to you. Because you can't be around a light being with those unclean spirits attached to you. I can say that over and over again. But who listening? But I'm just here to tell you that it's a new cycle and you got to move according to the new. So whatever the Most High is telling you at this very moment, do that. I mean, it may not even make sense. And you may got to go on a fast so that you can have an ear to listen to what he's trying to do. Like right now, I'm on a detox and I'm on a fast, and I'm trying to hear from the instructions of God and what he got right now, because I know that it's new. And they got, monitoring spirits everywhere. Like, like somebody who just rode up, on the side of me here and didn't get out their car. I'm at a local Safeway. Why are you pulled up in front of me and you just didn't get out your car, sir? Like our frequency and our energy is so top notch that we can just read through anything. We can read through any and everything. So you might have me battling with a lot of monitoring spirits right now as well. You might have tapping in your home and your ceilings. You might have frequency, direct frequency that's thrown at you that is, I guess, is supposed to affect you. But as you throw down your rod, like I said before, there's no match. Because right when you start throwing up your frequency, I mean, what is that? What is that to anything? Because what they trying to do is throw frequency at you to try to combat with yours, and there's no match. So when you start, raising, yours up, I mean, it's no match. But I mean, we don't have time to be going back and forth with these, low frequencies who don't have nothing to do in life. We have a lot to do. They don't have nothing to do, apparently. The things that they doing, I mean, I would expect for you to be with your kids. I would expect for you to be enjoying, the little time that you have before you get judged, for your karma to take over you, which is about to happen, because we're in the season of judgment. That's why a lot of us, our lives are changing, because we are getting exalted, and then the wicked is getting, their karma, getting their judgment. So that's something that they should be, getting ready for or getting prepared for, while they worried about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I should be the last thing on your mind to be worried about. Because guess what? As you trying to watch me, do you not know who's watching you, sir, ma'am? Like I say, I mind my business. It's the most highest business to deal with these folks. But I'm just telling you, the tactics of, this serpent spirit. He's all about confusion, deception. He wants you to think that you're in your old cycle, and you're not. You graduated, you're in a whole new cycle. Like, you could feel it. I mean, you can even feel your energy has even shifted and changed. You're in a whole different energy. You're not in that same energy that you was before. You're in a whole different energy. You are not the same. I don't care what nobody say. You are not the same. I bet you don't even feel the same. You don't even look the same. Some of you guys who looked at you, if you look yourself in the mirror, you look different. You don't look the same. When I go into these different cycles, I look different. I look like my features of my face change. Like when I take a picture and then, I look at my old pictures, I'm like, something changed. Like I always, of course, look like I know I look, but I look different. Like I'm in a different timeline. Like it's a shift from a different timeline. And these folks is like, you got different parasites that's trying to still attach themselves to you, but it's like, you're not in you're not in this time, this season. Like, you just need to face that. You're not in this, you're not even irrelevant in this season. Some of the people old folks that you probably have known from the past, you can't even remember them, because you in a whole different timeline. And folks is study trying to, keep you irrelevant in their life, but in your life, you're non-existent. Like, there's no such thing of you. And they trying to study, make themselves existent and try to make themselves irrelevant, but you're not. Unfortunately. It don't matter what you try to do to make yourself try to combine to this person. It's up to this divine person. And it's already was written in the books that this person is moving forward, and they're not connecting to nobody that's from the past, because there is no purpose. Once you already learned what you need to learn from the past, and you already had went over the things that you need to go over, what is there to resonate with the past? Lessons already been learned. Things have already been established, and the things that needed to be seen has already been revealed. So why are we resonating with the past? I feel like when folks do that, they have not learned their lesson. I feel like you still holding on to something because you still confused about something. But it's not the case over here. So those who got an ear to hear, stay fearfully and stay wonderfully made.